Welcome back to Fight a Boxing Podcast. I'm your host, Max. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about rivalries in women's boxing, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. That's right, folks, the Trilogy continues, and it's set for July 11th at none other than Madison Square Garden. This fight isn't just another notch on the belt. It's a historic moment that's redefining the sport. Let's get right to it. For those who might be new to the scene, let me set the stage. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano have already squared off twice. In both bouts, Taylor emerged victorious, albeit by razor-thin margins, that left Serrano and many fans feeling that justice wasn't fully served. Nah, Serrano is back with a vengeance, and she's not holding back this time. With all of Taylor's undisputed super lightweight belts on the line, and record-breaking purses at stake, this isn't just a fight, it's a war. And when I say war, I mean there's unfinished business that goes way beyond the canvas. Let's break this down further. The fight is headlining the first ever all-women's pro boxing card at MSG, a venue that's steeped in history and tradition. For decades, MSG has hosted the biggest names in boxing. Now, for the first time, it's the stage for women to not only showcase their skills, but to also break down barriers. And if that wasn't enough, this historic bout will stream live on Netflix at no extra cost. That's right, Netflix, a platform you might think is reserved for binge-worthy dramas, is now bringing you real-life, adrenaline-pumping action. Talk about innovation meeting tradition. Nah, let's talk rivalry. The first fight in April 2022 wasn't just any fight, it was a historic showdown that headlined MSG for the very first time in women's boxing history. It was brutal, intense, and even earned the titles of Fight of the Year and Event of the Year from major publications. Taylor, by the skin of her teeth, managed to secure a decision win. Fast forward to November 2024, and the drama continued on the undercard of the Paul vs. Tyson fight, drawing in over 108 million viewers worldwide. Yes, you heard that right, 108 million eyes glued to the screen. Taylor clinched another decision, but Serrano wasn't having it. Every time these two meet, it's war, blood, sweat, and raw emotion. Amanda Serrano's frustration isn't just bottled up anger, it's a declaration. Serrano claims that the handshake deal for 12 3-minute rounds, a format more akin to the men's bouts, was never honored by Taylor. Nah, she's promising that on July 11th, she's coming not just to win, but to utterly dismantle Taylor's legacy in the ring. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it leaves no room for sugarcoating. If you're a fan of honest, raw boxing talk, then you know exactly what I mean. From a financial standpoint, this fight is a game changer. Both fighters are set to receive record-breaking purses, making them the highest-paid female boxers in history. When money talks in boxing, you know that every jab, every hook, and every round is steeped in high stakes. This isn't just about pride, it's about legacy, marketability, and paving the way for the next generation of female fighters. The promoters, including MVPs Jake Paul and Nakisa Bidarian, aren't holding back. They see this as more than just a match, it's a celebration of how far women's boxing has come and a clear message to the world that the future is female. Nah, I'll be the first to say, I've always appreciated the tradition in boxing. There's something to be said for the way things have always been done, grit, the determination, the unwavering respect for the sport's history. But innovation is the spice that keeps the game alive. Streaming this bout live on Netflix, headlining at MSG, and breaking all previous financial records, that's evolution at its best. It's a perfect blend of honoring the past while forging ahead into the future. Let's take a moment to imagine the atmosphere on July 11th. The energy inside MSG, the anticipation of millions watching from around the globe, and the palpable tension as two fierce competitors step into the ring with everything to prove. Taylor, confident and seasoned, expects to deliver another masterclass performance, shutting down Serrano once again. Meanwhile, Serrano's intensity is off the charts. She's not just fighting for a win, she's fighting to rewrite history to finally get the official W that she believes she deserves. I have to be honest here. While Taylor's record speaks volumes, there's a part of me that appreciates Serrano's fighting spirit. It's raw, it's unapologetic, and it challenges the status quo. In boxing, as in life, sometimes the underdog's roar is the most compelling sound of all. And let's face it, every time these two meet, they don't just throw punches, they throw challenges to the very idea of what women's boxing should be. And that's something worth listening to. In conclusion, whether you're a die-hard Taylor fan or you're backing Serrano's bid for revenge, there's no denying that this fight is a milestone in boxing history. It's about legacy, passion, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. So, join me as we count down to one of the most anticipated boxing events of our time. Stay tuned to Fight a Boxing Podcast for more updates, analysis, and all the gritty details leading up to the big night. That's all for today's episode. Make sure to hit that follow and subscribe button. I'm Max, and until next time, keep your gloves up and your minds sharper. Let the war continue.